In this section, we'll be collecting data and working with Coin API. Naturally, we'll be using a no-code tool to collect our data and work with our API. That tool being Parabola. For our project in this section, we'll be working with Coin API to collect our data and store it in a Google Sheet. We'll be using Parabola to do this. The data that we will be collecting is the price of Bitcoin every day. Once set up, the data will be collected and stored automatically. Functionality-wise, we'll be using Coin API to request the data we need. Then we'll filter that data in Parabola to the specific data we require, Bitcoin's price. That data will then be stored and updated in our Google Sheet every day with no manual interference from us. If you're unfamiliar with APIs, let me demystify them a little bit for you. API stands for Application Programming Interface. APIs are messengers. They take requests and return human-readable responses. They allow us to access data efficiently. To provide further clarity on APIs, let me share the example of Uber. In the early stages, Uber accessed the Google Maps API for location services. Uber used this API to build a business around transport. There are many similar examples. Lots of social media management tools have built their businesses around using the likes of Twitter's API. As mentioned a moment ago, Uber accessed the Google Maps API for location services. Let me share the 4 ways in which we can access the data of any given API. Get, request data from a server. Post, send new information to a server. Put, make changes to existing data on a server. Delete, remove existing information from a server. If you want to assess the scope of APIs you can work with, I recommend visiting Programmable Web. They have created a vast directory of APIs you can work with. In previous times, you had to understand how to write code to work with APIs. For example, here's some code written in a programming language to work with an API. We're going to be able to achieve the same results within a fraction of the time with no code. As we work through setting up our API in this section, it will become a lot more clear. By the end of this section, you'll have a good overview of how to work with APIs, holding you in good stead as you begin to work with APIs by yourself. We'll also be using the data we collect via our API in this project for the project in the next section of this course. In the next lecture, I'll show you the resources needed for this project. See you there.